many of you have been asking if the stamp sheets are still going to be due tomorrow. The answer to that question is yes, but before you freak out and before you get all scared, I'm going to explain myself. I have a solution to it, but before I give the solution, I want to explain why they're still going to be due tomorrow, okay? All right, so you got the stamp sheet paper on the 7th of February. Tomorrow is the 7th of March, okay? That's 4 weeks, all right? You guys have between 15 and 20. I have to count the exact number of stamps, but you have between 15 and 20 stamps. You've had 4 weeks to do them. Some of you have been really on top of it and have 12 to 15 already done. Some of you have 1 or none done, okay? The reason I'm going to hold firm to my due date is because we are finished with the unit. We've done everything that we need to for this unit, and we're headed into spring break next week. Tomorrow is also the end of the 3rd quarter. I want you guys to have the grade put in the grade book to help out your grade for 3rd quarter, okay? Now, I realize that for some of you, you're like, oh, but there were like 2 or 3 days you weren't here and we've been gone for sports and all this and that. I understand that, and that's why I'm going to offer a solution. The reason I'm still making it due tomorrow is very simple, okay? You have no homework in my class, all right? You don't have tests in my class. This is the one thing that I ask of you, and you all signed a paper saying you understood it at the beginning of the unit, okay? You haven't been doing it like you should, for the majority of you. I want to offer a solution that's going to allow everyone to get a good grade. At the same time, I'm not going to offer you a cop-out of extending it after spring break. That's number one reason. I also feel that if I extend it past spring break, it's really not going to help, because regardless of when I extend that due date to, you're getting a new stamp sheet for the new unit on Monday. That means that's just providing you failure in getting both of those done, and I don't want to do that. So, what is my solution? One of my seniors this morning in Spanish 1 came to me and said, Ms. Whitaker, I'm going to be gone for soccer. You weren't here yesterday. What I've done is I realized I was behind on my stamp sheet. I made an iMovie of me answering all the questions orally in Spanish that you had on the stamp sheet, and I would like you to watch it. Would that be acceptable? And I said, wow, that's a really great idea. And I said, not that this is ideal. This is supposed to be an interaction between you and I, but I said, you took initiative. You knew you were going to be gone the next 2 days. I like it. Over the next 2 days, a lot of you are going to be gone. Track is gone all day today and tomorrow. Soccer's gone all day today and tomorrow. Baseball's gone tomorrow afternoon. Tons of people are going to be gone. So I was already struggling with what to do in class so that people wouldn't fall behind right at the end of the quarter. My solution for you is this. You're going to have today and tomorrow in class to work on a movie. You may use your camera roll or you may use iMovie. It is your choice. iMovie is preferable, but if you don't have it, I will accept a camera roll movie. This is not something edited and perfected. I'm going to show you an example of Alex Hinojosa's video to show you what I'm looking for, okay? But this to me seems like a good way that we can get this all done between now and tomorrow, okay? Her video was 3 minutes long and she had like 8 or 10 stamps to do. So it shouldn't be a super long video. You're going to see the example in just a minute, okay? Are there any questions thus far? All right. Some of you are going to have 3 stamps on your video and it's going to be 20 seconds long. Some of you are going to have 15 stamps on your video and it's probably going to be 5 minutes long. Okay, it just depends how many you have to do. What I'm going to do is I will be posting a list to Edmodo of all the stamps that are due and the dates that they were assigned on. I'm doing that to be extra helpful to you, but you can obviously go back and look at Edmodo. I just want to give a list to make sure. Also, I will be posting to Edmodo a page that Mr. Del Basso made with the directions on how to post something to YouTube. The way this is going to be turned in is you are going to make your video, you're going to upload it to your YouTube channel, and then you're going to turn in the link on Edmodo. This link is going to be due to me by midnight tomorrow. Okay? So there are no excuses of technology not working. I'm going to take about the first 10 or 15 minutes of class today to show you what you need to do exactly to upload a video to YouTube and then post the link to Edmodo. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to be showing you an example of Alex's video. I'm also going to be posting her video to Edmodo, the link to Edmodo, so that you can look at it. And that'll show you how I kind of want it organized. Okay? Have I been clear on what I expect? Anthony?
Do we still turn in the stamp sheet of like the ones that we have?
Yes, that's a good question. So what you're going to do is, before you leave school tomorrow, or if you're gonna be gone tomorrow, you need to make sure I have the stamp sheet. You're gonna turn it in as it is, okay? When I go back and watch your video, I'm gonna go through and cross off every one that I think you did successful, and then I'll take a grade on that stamp sheet after that. It's making a lot of extra work for me, but I'm willing to do it for you. That being said, I'm not accepting any more oral stamps from you today and tomorrow. Anything you have left needs to be done on your video. Good question. Anything else? Austin?
Are we allowed to use Vimeo if we already have an account?
You are not allowed to use Vimeo. There are two choices. You need to, first choice is YouTube. That's what I'm going to show you how to do in class. If you cannot make that work, I have a second choice. Vimeo is not compatible with our computers here at school. Every time I try a Vimeo video, it doesn't work. I want it to be posted to YouTube. You all should know how to do that, but in case you don't, that's what I'm going to be explaining today. Any other questions? Yes, Audrey?
Just give you my stamp sheet in the car.
Yes, if you're going to be gone, you're going to not be here tomorrow, I need to have your stamp sheet by the time you leave today, which means you need to make a list of the ones you've already done and the ones you have yet to do so that you know what you have to put in your video. Okay, I feel like this is more than fair. The other thing I want to mention is that also due by midnight tomorrow, I'm giving you till midnight, there's going to be a spot on Edmodo to turn in your daily journal questions. You do not have a daily journal question from today. You will not have a daily journal question for tomorrow. Okay? The last daily journal question would have been, and you didn't have one from yesterday either because I wasn't here. So your last daily journal question would have been on Tuesday the 4th of March. So you should have from February 7th to Tuesday the 4th of March in your daily journal documents. If we weren't at school on a day, like if there was an ice day or something, you wouldn't have one for that day. Okay? So the two things that need to be turned in by midnight tomorrow are your daily journal questions and also your video for the stamp sheets. Those are your two final major grades going into the third quarter. After I explain the YouTube video process today, you will have the rest of class today and all of class tomorrow to work. Are we all good? Yes, Matthew.
Since you're not going to be accepting any more oral ones, what about the one I can follow on math?
You're going to
Things
have
like
to
that.
demonstrate that on your video. You're going to have to show me how you can do that. Be creative. Okay? You can use your creativity. There's more than one way to do these. Not everyone's going to have them looking the same. The requirements are you have to do it by yourself. I don't want to see you reading anything. Just as if you were coming up to me, you should already have in your mind what you're going to say. It can be a rough video. I understand pauses and starts. I don't expect it to be a perfectly edited thing. I want to hear all the answers to your questions. It has to be one video for all of them. Okay? Any more questions? All right, I think that's everything I needed to say. We're going to go ahead and watch the video that Alex made. I'm also going to post that on Edmodo so you can have that to access. I also am going to post to Edmodo the document that Mr. Del Basso has of how to post a video to YouTube. I'm going to go through that in class right now. And actually, Tess, if you could just pause the video for now